This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
Here's Green. Got it. And the Trojans are on fire here in the third set. Two wind up for the delivery. And that one's hit up high left field. Going back in, and it's gone. Lauren Halverson with a two-run home run for the Barnesville Trojans, and they take a 6-3 lead here in the top of the fifth. Barnesville with a right-handed dribble, brings it back to the near sideline. Now he cuts into the paint, and he will drop it in. 4.5 to go. John will drive down to the baseline, float one up, rattles in and out. Halverson with the rebound and the putback. In the pass. And he's got Caden check that Joey Mark. And Mark's into the end zone on a 44-yard touchdown pass.
Now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, well, there you have it. The words of the volleyball players themselves. If volleyball is easy, they call it football. It's probably one of the coolest signs I have ever seen in quite some time, to be 100% honest with you. As the crowd starts to fill in here at Barnesville High School, there's a little bit of room if you want to get here and sit down yet. And there's a handful of Perham fans here, but right now the gym is dominated by the Barnesville fans, but I would suspect that won't stay too true for too long. And then on the other side of the gym here, they have this other cool sign. It says the XL marks the spot. It's where the state volleyball tournament is, and both the Barnesville Trojans and the Perham Yellowjacekts are just 3 wins away from reaching the XL Energy Center, and it's the 8AA quarterfinal tonight live here on Magnitude Sports. Mike Mason will be joined shortly here by Janice on camera. We might even have a couple other people helping us out ASAP, but with that, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall.
The unthinkable happens to your home or business. C&S Cleaning and Restoration in Barnesville is the family-owned and operated business that you can trust to get you back to normal. Whether it's water damage from a flood, taking care of mold, establishing a carpet cleaning maintenance program, or cleaning your air ducts, the C&S motto is do it once and do it right. Call 218-329-8395 or visit cnsrestoration.com to learn about the services that C&S Cleaning and Restoration can provide for you.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and today we're down at the Gathering Grounds, joined with Ashley Clifton.
Hello.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's the best part for you about working with United Community Bank?
Besides just that they believed in me and kind of took a chance on me and helped me get it all together, I think what's more is that they really do support the community. They come in the store all the time. They don't just give us business, but they, encourage our business, buy gift cards in the winter when we're slower to give to other, locals and businesses. So it's just really inspirational for me.
Not all internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Welcome to the Main Line and Downer, a place you can bring your friends and the kids. You can browse the menu for your favorite lunch and dinner items. Burgers, chicken, pizza, amazing wings. Don't forget the Main Line and Downer also serves a delicious breakfast. The Main Line and Downer also has a convenience store as well as the end-of-the-line boutique shop filled with various gifts for kids, mom, dads, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, and something for all your other friends too. The Main Line and Downer, just 8 miles southeast of Barnesville on Highway 9. Visit the website or call 218-789-7610. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, welcome back. It's the 8AA quarterfinal as the Barnesville Trojans take the floor. Perham took the floor right as we were coming out of the break, and we are getting a little bit closer and a little bit closer to this quarterfinal round matchup. Now, doesn't matter who wins or loses, it's going to go to a neutral court after this one here. The Perham Yellowjacekts, the 4 seed, they came here after a 5-set thriller with the Fergus Falls Otters a couple of nights ago. And the winner of this one will play the winner of DGF and Hawley, who is playing tonight as well. And we'll take some live look-ins at that game periodically throughout our broadcast today to kind of keep up with what's happening on that game there. So once again, Hawley and DGF, Hawley the 2 seed and DGF the 3 seed. So that should be a good matchup. That one's being played in Hawley tonight. And then the winner of that one will play the winner of Barnesville-Perham in the semifinals at a neutral site that is to be determined. And I would suspect that the sites will be a little bit easier to be determined once a couple of teams get eliminated here. So, and one of these 2 teams' seasons will come to an end this evening. We just don't know which one just yet. I don't expect this one to be an easy one for Barnesville. Don't be a bit surprised if this one goes to 4 or 5 sets tonight here between the Trojans and the Yellowjackets. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Yellowjackets season so far, as Hawley and DGF are in their pregame right now. Let's see here. For the Perham Yellowjackets, they are 12-16 overall. They are 9-6 in Section 8 AA play. They are 3-3 in Heart of Lakes Conference play. 2-5 when playing on the road. 4-5 on a neutral site, and 6-6 when they play at home. They started the season with a 3-1 loss to the Thief River Falls Prowlers on the road. They would come home and lose a 5-setter to the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines on September 2nd, and then they would fall to Detroit Lakes on September 7th to start the season 0-3 before they picked up a 3-0 sweep over the then, you could say, scrappy Holly Nuggets. You fast forward today, they are anything but scrappy. The Holly Nuggets are a really good team. That would then they would go to the Southwest Challenge, take on some 2 4A, 3 4A, 5 AAA, 2 AA, and 6 4A schools, including Chaska, Eastville, Totino Grace, Le Sueur Henderson, and Burnsville. They would drop the games to Chaska and Eastville, pick up 2-0 wins over Totino Grace and Le Sueur Henderson, and fall to a very good Burnsville team, 2-0. And then they would come out of the Southwest Challenge with a couple of more regular season matchups, one against Pequot Lakes that they would fall in 5 sets, 3-2. And then they would come back home to the Hive, or actually that Pequot Lakes game was also at home. They would come back home to the Hive then, and then, or stay at home at the Hive, we'll get it right eventually, sweep the Pelican Rapids Vikings, and that would send the Perham Yellowjacekts into the Holly Tournament. They would pick up 2-0 wins over Thief River Falls and a 2-1 win over East Grand Forks, fall to the Barnesville Trojans 2-0 back on September 18th, and then they would fall in the final game of that Holly Tournament 2-1 to Wheaton Herman Norcross. Coming out of the Holly Tournament, the Perham Yellowjacekts 3-0 winners on the road at Park Rapids area, taking on the Panthers, a game we had for you back on September 21st here on Magnitude Sports. And then after the win against the Panthers, they would fall 3-0 to the DGF Rebels, and then they would lose 3-1 at home against the Barnesville Trojans, and that would wrap up the month of September. They would kick off October on the road in Breckenridge, taking on the Cowgirls and fall 3-1. Then they would go back home to the Perham Tournament on Saturday, October 9th, pick up a 2-0 win versus Thief River Falls, lose 2-0 to Staples Motley and Underwood, a 2-1 win over Piers, and a 2-1 win over Roseau. Since the Perham Tournament, they've had 3 games. They've all been on the road. Perham has not been home since September 28th officially, October 9th unofficially. They would fall 3-0 to Holly Nuggets. They would win 3-0 at Frazee against the Hornets. And then to wrap up the regular season on October 19th, they would fall 3-1 to the Dilworth Clinton Felton Rebels. And that brings them into the playoffs, where they picked up that 3-2 win over Fergus Falls. And now they got today's matchup against the Barnesville Trojans. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and now we are in Long Weekend Sportswear talking with Tammy Seifert. Tammy, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What's the best part about working with United Community Bank?
They're local. They have been our best buddies since we purchased the business. They bent over backwards to educate us and let us know the best way to purchase this business. This was our first, endeavor of doing something so big. They've just always been there for us. Always been there for us. I love just picking up the phone and calling. We just wouldn't be working with anybody else other than UCB.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
All right, we are back here at Barnesville High School, getting ready for this 8AA quarterfinal matchup here in the MSHL Section 8AA Volleyball Tournament. The Barnesville band doing an outstanding job generating the atmosphere in here, and let's turn them up a little bit. Let's get you the atmosphere home, too. I didn't realize that mic was down. I turned it down so I could hear in my headset during that commercial break there. Before the break, we took an in-depth look at the Perham Yellowjacekts. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the Barnesville Trojans. Once again, Perham coming in with an overall record of 12 wins and 16 losses. And for the Barnesville Trojans, 22 wins, 5 losses. They are 13-0 in Section 8 AA play, 5-1 in Heart of Lakes Conference play with that lone loss coming to the Breckenridge Cowgirls. And that lone loss was also on the road as they're 8-1 on the road, 5-3 when playing on a neutral court, 9-1 playing on the home right here in Barnesville as the Trojan ladies come to the bench now.
Under the direction of the one and only Mr. Eric Knudsen.
Barnesville would start the season off with a 3-1 win over Ada Borup West, the Cougars, Ada Borup Norman County West Cougars, I should say. They would drop set 2 of that match, and then they would not drop another set until September 16th. So August 31 through September 16th, they were undefeated in set plays after that second set loss to Ada Borup West. They'd go up to East Grand Forks, sweep the Green Wave 3-0, and then come back home and sweep Park Christian, and the Falcons would go home 3-0. They would continue the sweeping theme on the road at Pelican Rapids, sweeping the Vikings 3-0 and sweeping the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines 3-0. Then they would go down to Breckenridge in a game that we had for you here on Magnitude Sports that over 5,000 of you participated in viewing. I certainly appreciate that one. They would fall short in that loss, but 3-2. But they certainly battled against a really, really good team. And if you're going to lose 1 or 2 games this season, you want it to be to teams like Breckenridge. They're really, really good, and you just don't want to drop one against a team that you quote-unquote should win against. And when Barnesville plays Breckenridge, there's never a one of those teams should win scenario, no doubt about it. After the loss to Breckenridge, they would bounce off that loss, go to the Hawley Tournament, and sweep through it. East Grand Forks 2-0, Thief River Falls 2-0, Perham 2-0, and then they would win 2-1 in the championship against Hawley to wrap up the Hawley Tournament. They'd bounce off the Hawley Tournament with a road game at Underwood and a home game against Frazee, defeating Underwood 3-1 and sweeping the Hornets 3-0 on September 21st and 23rd. That would take them to Burnsville in the volleyball showcase, and once again, this is the only section of their schedule where they had additional losses, and they were against 3AA, 4AA, 2AA teams. 3AA Jackson County Central would sweep the Trojans 2-0. 4AA Concordia Academy would sweep the Trojans 2-0. Trojans would sweep 2AA North team Norwood Young America 2-0, but then they would fall to Mounds Park Academy out of 4AA 2-0, and then they would wrap up the volleyball showcase in Burnsville with a win, 2-0 over Waterville, Eliza, and Morristown, a 2AA South school. So that would take them out of Burnsville, and they would stay on the road as they would eventually come home, but they'd make stops in Henning and Perham on September 28th and 30th to wrap up the month of September. And they would take it in 5 sets at the Henning Hornets. Henning got the first 2 sets against the Trojans, and the Trojans had to battle back to win the final 3 to take that match. Then they would give up 1 set at the Hive in Perham, but they would take care of the Yellowjackets 3-1. And then they would go to the Barnesville Tournament on October 2nd. 2-0 winners over Battle Lake, 2-0 winner over Frazee, a 2-0 winner over Monaga, and then once again they would stumble against Breckenridge as the Cowgirls would get a 2-0 win over the Trojans to wrap up the Barnesville Tournament here on October 2nd. October 5th, they would go back to regular season action here at home against the Sebeka Trojans and the Barnesville Trojans with a 3-0 win over the Sebeka Trojans. And then October 7th, a 3-0 sweep here at home against the DGF Rebels. And then a 3-1 win in a very entertaining matchup with the Hawley Nuggets on October 12th. That's one worth an on-demand replay. I think about 3,000 of you watched that game. That was very impressive. And then a 3-0 win over Park Rapids area to wrap up the regular season on October 19th. So that'd send them into the playoffs, and with their excellent regular season, they would get the first round bye. So this is their first game of the 8AA playoffs. They get the first round bye. They play in the quarterfinals against Perham. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Hawley and DGF. Hawley and DGF is a 2-seed versus 3-seed. We saw DGF take care of business with the Frazee Hornets a couple of nights ago here on Magnitude Sports, as they would win that match 25-5, 25-12, and 25-12. So DGF, Hawley, I honestly can't even tell you of all the matchups in the bracket right now, I could probably pick a winner, but that's the one game I'm not confident in picking a winner in right now. So we'll see. Whoever wins between DGF and Holly, they'll play the winner of this one here between Barnesville and Perham. Well, with that said, we've taken a deep look at the Perham Yellowjacekts. We've taken a deep look at the Barnesville Trojans. We'll have about 6 minutes here before the opening announcements. The players will continue to warm up, and we'll take one more pregame break and be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, C&S Cleaning and Restoration in Barnesville is the family-owned and operated business that you can trust to get you back to normal. Whether it's water damage from a flood, taking care of mold, establishing a carpet cleaning maintenance program, or cleaning your air ducts, the C&S motto is do it once and do it right. Call 218-329-8395 or visit cnsrestoration.com to learn about the services that C&S Cleaning and Restoration can provide for you.
Not all internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means you can upload data at the same speed you can download, something few companies even offer. This is incredibly important. From connecting with grandkids on Zoom to sharing pictures on Instagram, cutting-edge business, working from home, or the kids uploading their homework. Really fast speeds, great customer service. With Barnesville Internet, we've got you covered, and the future is here today.
The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, there you go. You got the Barnesville Trojans warming up there, and in their purple warm-up jerseys on the back that says, "Why not us?" And once again, both the Yellow Jackets and the Trojans are just 3 wins away from the XL Energy Center where the state tournament will be taking place. And, well, there's a good chance that between Holly, DGF, Barnesville, and Perham, that one of those 4 teams could likely end up at the XL Energy Center. I'm not saying that the Monaga, East Grand Forks, Thief River Falls, or Roseau don't have a chance, but if you had to rank them and look at the rankings and just based upon what I've seen from all those teams this year and what I know about some of the teams a little bit more than I do some of the others, those would be my top 4 picks to reach that XL Energy Center. The Holly Nuggets, DGF Rebels, Perham Yellowjacekts, and Barnesville Trojans would be Mike Mason's personal top 4. And those views do not reflect the views of Magnitude Sports. I'm just kidding. they might. But once again, we had about 3.5 minutes to go here before the opening announcements here, as the Perham Yellowjackets are warming up now. They'll be in their white jerseys tonight with black numbers outlined in a yellow trim, while the Barnesville Trojans will be in their home purples with white numerals and white lettering across the front and the back of their jerseys. So let's take one more time out. Your opening announcements are about 3 minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Welcome to the Main Line and Downer, a place you can bring your friends and the kids. You can browse the menu for your favorite lunch and dinner items, burgers, burgers, chicken, pizza, amazing wings. Don't forget the Main Line and Downer also serves a delicious breakfast. The Main Line and Downer also has a convenience store as well as the end-of-the-line boutique shop filled with various gifts for kids, mom, dads, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, and something for all your other friends too. The Main Line and Downer, just 8 miles southeast of Barnesville on Highway 9. Visit the website or call 218-789-7610. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
If you need a construction project done right the first time, then contact Bullgreen Construction. Licensed and registered, Bullgreen Construction can assist with your plans for new construction or add-on. Simple or complex projects, Bullgreen Construction is one of the featured contractors on the Barnesville City website and has the tools and expertise to get your job planned and completed. Bullgreen Construction wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game. Go Trojans!
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
All right, welcome back to Barnesville High School. Rumor has it, without throwing anybody directly under the bus, that it was the football coach's daughter who wrote that sign right there. If volleyball was easy, they call it football. Walked into the gym, and that was the first thing I spotted, and I chuckled very much. But yeah, once again, rumor has it that it was the Barnesville football coach's daughter who wrote that sign. Based upon the information that was supplied to me. And I do know who that would be, but like I said, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. Opening announcements right now here from our PA announcer, including your starting lineups, and then we'll take one more break for the national anthem and be back.
Barnesville Lady Trojans.
But right now, it's your PA announcer, and I'll step aside.
Students, parents, teachers, and administration would like to extend a warm welcome to our friends from Perham. For everyone's safety, we ask that parents closely attend to their elementary-aged children. Please keep them in the stands during the contest. Please refrain from walking on or across the court before, during, and after the event. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise if able, remove any headwear, and face our nation's flag as the Barnesville Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Eric Knudsen, plays our national anthem. Tonight's match is being played according to the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Barnesville High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at our activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and actions. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Perham Yellowjacekts. Number 1 is senior Sydney Anderson. Number 2, sophomore Kennedy Pilgrim. Number 3, junior Mallory Bright. Number 4, sophomore Lola Polar. Number 6, freshman Greta Razor. Number 7, junior Natalie Rooney. Number 9, junior Danielle Van Waterman. Number 10, junior Brianna Hoffman. Number 11, sophomore Lainey Wade Wacker. Number 12, junior Daisy Larson. Number 13, sophomore Jaden Hackle. Number 14, junior Olivia Pilgrim. Number 15, junior Morgan Berkman. Number 16, junior Maya Victor. And number 18, sophomore Willow Field. The Yellowjacekts are coached by Nikki Bruns, assistant coaches Katarina Kern, Austin Hendershot, and Andy Paulson. And now, your Barnesville Lady Trojans. Number 1, sophomore Amelia Newell. Number 2, junior Belle Peterson. Number 3, junior Sydney Strand. Number 4, senior Anna Stanford. Number 5, senior Lexi Baldry. Number 6, senior Katie Newell. Number 7, junior Rumley Beaver. Number 8, sophomore Kennedy Gray. Number 9, senior Kiana Amundsen. Number 10, junior Kenzie Stogan. Number 11, junior Emily Smith. Number 12, junior Jada Bonches. Number 13, senior Lauren Halverson. Number 14, senior Emily Bregman. And number 15, junior Emily Riddle. The Lady Trojans are coached by Megan Asengard. Assistant coaches are Taylor Carter, Maisie Bird, and Madison Heyman. Student managers are Harper Asengard, Adeline Bonches, and Finley Groves. The officials for tonight's match are Mike Hall and Jerry Belfond. Line judges are Aaron Ellingson and Jess Paschke. These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League. Officials play an important role in every contest. Without officials, we can't have games. We ask you to continue to show your appreciation throughout the game by showing great sportsmanship. All right, Trojans fans, let's get ready for some b-ball!
All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's against the 22-5 Barnesville Trojans, taking on the 12-16 Perham Yellowjacekts here in the quarterfinal round of the MSHSL 8AA Volleyball Tournament. And it appears that Perham will get the first serve of this one. And we're underway here in that first serve. Newell set it up, it's pushed over, and it's going to be a double touch. And the Perham Yellowjackets will strike first as they will get the first point here on the Ratzel's Pool Hall postseason scoreboard. On the serve there was Sydney Anderson for the Perham Yellowjackets. That one tried to bomb down by Emily Smith, and that was dug out, sent back over. Diving dig out there by Stanford. From the 10-foot line, Ballgreen sends it over. The set there by Hackle, now sent back. Newell, this time near side. Stanford sends it over. It's dug out there by Kennedy Pilgrim. Now Pilgrim will send it back over. Newell will set it up on the second touch. A back set to Halverson, and it drops inside for a kill. And Lauren Halverson gets the Trojans on the board, and it's 1-1. And now everybody is sitting down in the gym. We got Barnesville fans directly across from us, plus to the right of our broadcast station, and all the Perham fans are to the left of our broadcast station there as Emily Smith sends it over. They'll set it up far side, and it's a kill from the far side for Lainey Wacker, the sophomore. And it's 2-1 in favor of the Yellowjackets. Going back to serve here will be the junior libero, Mallory Greif. I want to say thanks to Mike Peterson from Lakes 99.5 Radio for helping me out with that one name on the roster I wasn't sure about. Newell will set it up. Bredman pushes it over. Greif makes first contact. They'll set it up, and now a whistle as a double touch is called, and it's a point for the Trojans, and we're tied at 2-2. Scogan serves it over. Set up near side, pushed over with two hands there by Berkman. And now it's sent back over by Ballgreen. Digging it out was Anderson. Now the set to the far pin. It's pushed over and down for 2 points. I believe it was it Hoffman? No, check that. It was Willow Thiel on the kill. 3-2 as the Jackets take the lead. And as I said here, I don't expect that this one will be an easy one for Barnesville, and that's certainly proven to be the case so far. Stanford powers it over. One touch, back out of bounds. Stanford will get the kill, and it's tied at 3. So with the serve there was Stanford. Second touch there by Wacker, and blocked at the net on the attack by Willow Thiel. Thiel pushes it over with two hands, and Newell saves it off of this outstanding dig there by Sydney Strand. Now it'll be Stanford. Newell centered up. Ballgreen passes it over. Thiel makes first contact. Now here's the set back to Thiel, who sends it over. Dug out there by Stanford as Newell set it up for Ballgreen. Through the blockers and down, and Ballgreen gets the point. And it's 4-3 as the Trojans take the lead. Back to serve is Anna Stanford. Standing serve is over. First contact is made. There's the set by Wacker, now pushed over by Thiel. Ballgreen will keep it alive. Strand on the set. Sent back over. Thiel will check that. That was Thiel on the attack into the net. And it'll be a point for the Trojans as the first team in this game now has a 2-point lead. 5-3 is the biggest lead for either team in this contest so far. On that attack error, Stanford sends it back over on the serve. Here's the setup. Racing over, pushing it over there was, I believe that was Hackle, and it was. And that one, Emily Bregman gets the kill. .6-3 in favor of Barnesville here on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. Serve is over, and now the setup near side. Punch down there by Willow Thiel. Nice job there by the Perham Yellowjackets. She's a sophomore this year for the Yellowjackets. She was a freshman who had outstanding success on the volleyball team last year, and she has definitely carried that over into her sophomore season, as she'll be the one who goes back to serve here with her team down by 2, 6-4. That serve sails out of bounds, and now her team is down 7-4. Sydney Strand back to serve here for the Barnesville Trojans. We thank you for tuning in here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. That serve is over. First contact there by Greif as it'll be set up near side. That one sails out of bounds on the attack by Olivia Pilgrim, and it's another point for the Trojans. They double up on the Yellowjackets now by the score of 8-4. And going back to serve will be Sydney Strand, the junior libero, standing 5'5". She'll bounce it a couple of times, toss it up, and it's up and over. First contact there by Greif. And now the set, far side for Sydney Anderson. Blocked at the net, now a little joust for it at the net. Newell tried to send it back, but misjudged the swing, and that's going to be a point for the Yellowjackets as it's 8-5. So going back to serve will be Olivia Pilgrim, the junior rear right side hitter. Pilgrim sends it over, nicely done. Dug out there by Stanford. Newell set it up, Emily Smith sends it over. On the second touch there, Hackle set it up far side, pushed over there by Anderson. One touch back to the Yellowjackets. Anderson sends it back. Newell set it up near side, Lexi Ballgreen. Through the blockers, off the tape of the net, maybe even off the near side antenna. She'll get the kill. It's 9-5 in favor of Barnesville. That's the first Trojan with multiple kills now. She has 2, everybody else has 1 or less. 9-5. Serve from Katie Newell, who had 8 aces in that first home game of the year against Park Christian. She won't get an ace here, but her teammates will make quick work of her first serve of the night to make it 10-5. Newell's second serve, a powerful one that's up and over. Running to set it up there was Wacker. And now Ballgreen sends it back. Nice dig out there by Greif. Sydney Anderson from the 10-foot line. Newell will set it up, backside for Halverson. That one's over. Nice dig out there by Willow Thiel. And now it's sent over there by Pilgrim. That's kept alive by Strand. Newell sets it up, and Smith got it through the blockers. Now she pounds it back over where Greif makes contact on it. Middle of the net, sending it over was Hackle. Newell set it up for Ballgreen now. Got it down! Lexi Ballgreen with her 3rd kill of the night. And it's 11-5 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. Newell serve it again. Newell's serve is over, and that is going to land for an ace. Katie Newell with an ace serve makes it 12-5 and a timeout Perham. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and today we're down at the Gathering Grounds, joined with Ashley Clifton.
Hello.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's the best part for you about working with United Community Bank?
Besides just that they believed in me and kind of took a chance on me and helped me get it all together, I think what's more is that they really do support the community. They come in the store all the time. They don't just give us business, but they, encourage our business, buy gift cards in the winter when we're slower to give to other, locals and businesses. So it's just really inspirational for me.
All right, welcome back. 12-5 in favor of Barnesville here in the first set. Let's take a live look in at the winner of this one. We'll take on the winner of this one here. Holly and DGF knotted up at 9 apiece in the first set there. It looks like Holly just scored to take a 10-9 lead. That footage provided courtesy of your live event. We certainly appreciate them putting on that game. Back here to this one here, it's 12-5 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. And once again, the winner of this one will face off on the winner of DGF and Holly. We'll continue to take bookends at that one as our match progresses here this evening. 12-5 on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard as Katie Newell coming off an ace before the timeout. Nearly got another one there. And now a double touch is called, and it's another point for the Barnesville Trojans. It's 13-5. So Katie Newell, her 4th serve of this trip to the service line. Newell serve, a strong one over. Theo makes first contact. Set it up to the 10-foot line where it's sent over there by Hackle. Now Newell set it up, and that was Stanford. One touch back to the Trojans. They'll set it up for Ballgreen. She'll finesse it over where Anderson makes first contact. Punched over there by Pilgrim, and now Newell will set it up. Smith right in front, finesses it over, down for the point. 14-5 in favor of Barnesville. Barnesville has scored points 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 in a row here since Perham scored to make it 8-5. Set, 10-foot line, pushed over there by Willow Theo. Now the set by Newell for Emily Smith. Theo will dig it out. And now the set there for the far side, and it's going to go through the blockers and down for a point. The kill will go to Sydney Anderson. 14-6, and back to serve here is Jaden Hackle. Hackle, a sophomore. One touch by Strand, and they tried to balance it, power it back over there, but Berkman sends it into the net for a free point for the Trojans, and it's 15-6. So now Ballgreen will come out. Coming in is Kiana Amundsen, the 5'2" senior defensive specialist, sends it over. First contact is made, one touch. Emily Smith slams the door, and it's 16-6 as the Trojans take a 10-point advantage here over the Yellow Jackets. Emily Smith with the block. Amundsen's serve is over. Greif makes first contact. Now the Hackle with the pass sent over there by Lainey Wacker, a sophomore. Now they'll set it up. Emily Smith sends it back over. Greif on the second touch, and now sending the ball back is Hoffman. Dug out by Amundsen as Newell will set it up near side for Stanford. That one's dug out by Greif. Stanford on the first touch. Now Newell will pass it back. Halverson sends the lofter over. That one will be controlled on the second touch there by Pilgrim. Sent over by Anderson. Now Newell will set it up. Emily Smith blocked at the net. Couldn't get it over, and there'll be a point for the Perham Yellowjackets. On the block for Perham was Sydney Anderson and Morgan Berkman. 16-7 here on the Ratso Pool Hall scoreboard. As going back to serve is Sydney Anderson. Anderson's serve is over. A low dig out there by Amundsen, but it'll go into the books as an ace for Sydney Anderson. One kill and an ace for Anderson, and now it's 16-8 as the Yellow Jackets have trimmed that lead down to 50%. Anderson's serve is over. First contact by Strand. Newell will chase after it. Now Stanford sends it over where Greif makes contact. They'll set it up for Willow Theo. Theo's blocked at the net there, and now one touch later, it's back over to the Trojans. Halverson sends it back at 2. Out of bounds, point the Yellow Jackets. 16-9, and now the Yellow Jackets have started to creep their way back into this one. It was 16-7, and they have scored 16-6. They have scored points 7, 8, 9 in a row here as Anderson serves it again. Second touch there by Stanford, and now a double touch is called as the Yellow Jackets close within 6. Anderson serve over, dug out by Strand. Newell sets it up, and another double touch is called. I'm not sure, I have to look at the replay on that one, but it's a double touch nonetheless, 16-11. Amundsen will come out as Ballgreen will come back in as Anderson continues on the serve here for Perham. Strand will dig it out. Newell will set it up for Emily Smith, and Emily Smith will get the kill. Emily Smith with a block and a kill now, and it's 17-11. Going back to serve will be Emily Smith. Smith's serve is over. Knee dig out there on the serve by Anderson. Pushed over. Ball green makes first contact. Newell sets it up for Halverson. Halverson punches it through the defenders and down for the point. 18-11. That's her third kill. She's tied with Lexi Ballgreen for the lead in kills for Barnesville here through this point in the match. 18-11, and it's an ace serve. And another timeout as Emily Smith serves up the ace, and Perham will talk it over. We'll let them talk it over and be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
The unthinkable happens to your home or business. C&S Cleaning and Restoration in Barnesville is the family-owned and operated business that you can trust to get you back to normal. Whether it's water damage from a flood, taking care of mold, establishing a carpet cleaning maintenance program, or cleaning your air ducts, the C&S motto is do it once and do it right. Call 218-329-8395 or visit cnsrestoration.com to learn about the services that C&S Cleaning and Restoration can provide for you.
All right, welcome back. Still in the first set here between Barnesville and Perham. It's 19-11 in favor of Barnesville as we take a peek in at Hawley and DGF. Looks like the Nuggets have a 4-point lead over the DGF Rebels right now in the first set of that matchup. We'll keep our eyes on that one as that action continues. But back here to Barnesville High School now, 19-11 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans on the most recent ace serve by Emily Smith right before the timeout. And now they'll come out of the Perham timeout, and Smith will try and do it again. She sends it over, it's down, and it is sent back over by Greif. Smith makes first contact, Newell sets it up, Bredman through the blockers and down. Bredman, Halverson, Ballgreen, all with 3 kills according to my numbers, 20-11 as the serve is over. Set up there by Hackle, now punched over, and it falls down. It's Cindy Anderson gets her second kill. She also has an ace to go with that, and it's 20-12, and the Yellow Jackets will get the serve back here, trailing by 8. It'll go into the hands of the junior libero, Mallory Greif. Greif's jump serve, lofter over, dug out by Strand. Newell will set it up. This is Anna Stanford. Greif makes contact on a ball that might have went over the back line. Sent back over. Nice job by Stanford. Set up by Bredman. Sent over by Ballgreen. Now here's the set. Over far side. Willow Theo blocked up the net. Emily Bredman with Halverson on the assist. That's 21-12. It'll be Kenzie Scogan as Halverson will get a breather on the bench. Scogan serve over. Greif makes first contact. That'll be an ace. That's the third ace of the match here for the Barnesville Trojans. Katie Newell, and another ace. This one will be sent over there by Olivia Pilgrim. There's 2 Pilgrims. Olivia is 14, Kennedy is 2, and that is a kill for Lexi Ballgreen. And that makes it 24-12 as it's set point. Serve is over. Racing after it there was Hackle, sent back over. Now that one's dug out by Ballgreen. Newell set it up, and Stanford through the blockers and for the win. 25-12 in the first set. And that's how set 1 concludes. Let's take a quick peek in at Hawley and DGF and see where they're at. Right now, looks like Hawley's closing in on a set 1 victory over the Rebels. We'll keep you updated on that one, but first, we'll take a break. It's 25-12 in the first set as Barnesville takes the first one over Perham. We'll be back in a moment.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Welcome to the Main Line and Downer, a place you can bring your friends and the kids. You can browse the menu for your favorite lunch and dinner items. Burgers, chicken, pizza, amazing wings. Don't forget the Main Line and Downer also serves a delicious breakfast. The Main Line and Downer also has a convenience store as well as the end-of-the-line boutique shop filled with various gifts for kids, mom, dads, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, and something for all your other friends too. The Main Line and Downer, just 8 miles southeast of Barnesville on Highway 9. Visit the website or call 218-789-7610. All right, welcome back here to Barnesville High School. The first set between Holly and DGF is about to wrap up. Let's take a peek in there. 24-16 as Holly Nuggets have the set point. They'll send it over and down for the win. So Holly takes the first set, 25-16 against the DGF Rebels, and they lead at 1-0. We will come back to that one momentarily here, but we'll bring it back to Barnesville now as we're getting ready to set it up here for set number 2 between the Yellowjackets and Trojans, as the Trojans, take the first set 25-12 and now lead the match 1-0 here as we get ready for set number 2 here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. And we certainly appreciate you tuning in. And if you're watching from Ratsos tonight, we certainly appreciate that. And we appreciate them having them on. We know that the game is on there. So if you can't get to the gym, which looking to my left and right, there's a couple of seats. But if you don't want to budge into the open seat here, you can go to Ratsos Pool Hall. You can also go a little bit down the road to Downer, no pun intended there, and to the Mainline Grill, and they will have the game on there as well. So whichever is more convenient for you, make sure you tip your servers whichever place you choose to go to. Here's the setup, and that will be over and down for a kill for Sydney Anderson, and the Yellow Jackets strike first here in the second set, just like they did in the first set, taking that 1-0 lead. And it'll be Sydney Anderson going back on the serve here for the Perham Yellowjackets. Serve is over. Stanford makes first contact. Newell had to chase that one down as Bredman sends it over. Now Greif on the second touch. Theo from behind the 10-foot line. That's a nice dig out by Ballgreen. Newell will jump set it, and Emily Bredman will put it down for the kill. Emily Bredman now with 4 kills and a block. And we're tied 1-1, and this is how the first set went too. It went 1-0 Perham, 1-1, 2-1 Perham, 2-2, 3-2 Perham, 3-3, and then Barnesville never gave up the lead after that. Emily Bredman gets a block to give Barnesville a 2-1 lead. So she has 4 kills and 2 blocks now, according to my numbers. And now it's a 3-1 lead. Scogan's serve is over. Greif will send it back, and diving for it there was Stanford to dig it out. Now Ballgreen will send it over, and down from behind the 10-foot line for the point. Lexi Ballgreen makes it 4-1 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. Lexi Ballgreen now leads the team with 5 kills. That serve into the net, point Perham. 4-2 as the lead's cut in half, and going back on the serve will be Mallory Greif, the junior. Greif's jump serve is over. Strand digs it down. Newell will set it up there for, that was then Stanford, and that one will land out of bounds on the tip. It's a kill for Stanford, and the Trojans take a 5-2 lead. Stanford serve over. They'll set it up near side here. That's Olivia Pilgrim, blocked at the net, comes back to the Yellow Jackets. They'll try again. This time nicely done there by Sydney Strand as Bredman sends it back on the attack from Olivia Pilgrim. Now this is Willow Thiel, and one touch back to the Yellow Jackets. Strand races after it, sent over in 2. Now Greif, Pilgrim, or check that, Hackle, and that will be out of bounds and a point for Barnesville. Stanford with the serve. Field pushes it over. And now Bredman, nice diving dig out there. I believe that was Sydney Anderson, and it was. Newell will set it up. Ballgreen on the attack. Dug out there by Greif, and almost a miscommunication. Thiel sends it into the net, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Barnesville Trojans. Greif, Hackle, and that would be sent over there. I couldn't see who it was. Now Ballgreen will send it back. Ballgreen with a powerful kill there to make it 8-2. Seven kills for Ballgreen now. Chasing after it was Hackle. Sent back over. Newell will dig it out. Pushed over there by Stanford. First touch there by Hackle. Now Greif will set it up for Greif, excuse me. And now Ballgreen sends it back, but couldn't get it over as it came off her hand wrong, and that'll be a point for the Yellow Jackets, and it's 8-3. Going back to serve is Maya Richter. Her serve is over. Newell set it up. Emily Bredman sends it out of bounds. 8-4 as the Yellow Jackets cut the lead in half. That serve is into the net. It's a service error, and now it's 9-4 in favor of the Trojans. Couple of substitutions here as Maya Richter will come out. Lainey Wacker, a sophomore, will come in for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Sydney Strand back to serve here for Barnesville. Strand serve over. Greif makes first contact. The second touch there by Olivia Pilgrim. Now it's sent over by Thiel, where Strand will dig it out. Newell will set it up. Ballgreen will push it over. That one is a net violation on Barnesville. Thiel's jump serve is over. First catch there by Stanford. Strand will dig it out. Now Ballgreen will send it over. The setup here for Sydney Anderson. She'll power it, and Stanford will keep it alive on a ball that may have gone out of bounds. Now we'll never know. Anderson will try again. She'll be dug out by Ballgreen again as it hits the rafters, and Strand will send it in the direction of Ballgreen, and Ballgreen sends it down for the point. And it's 10-5 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. Lauren Halverson will come in as Kenzie Scogan comes out, and Katie Newell goes back to serve. She has one of the team's 4 aces. Nice job there by Halverson to keep it on the Yellow Jacket side of the net as it's punched over there by Greif. And now the set by Newell for Stanford on an attack behind the 10-foot line that goes out of bounds, and it's 10-6 as the Yellow Jackets crawl within 4. There's an ace serve for Olivia Pilgrim. That's the second ace of the match for the Yellow Jackets. It's Sydney Anderson who has the other one. 10-7 on the ace serve. Newell will set it up. Middle of the net and powering it down there is Lexi Ballgreen as she got all the elevation she wanted and more. She has 9 kills now for the Barnesville Trojans here, and she has been a powerhouse here in the first set and a half. Give them the point finally, 11-7. Nice job there. That's the kill for Jaden Hackle, and it's 11-8. Service out of bounds. It's a point for the Yellow Jackets. Or, I'm sorry, a point for the Trojans. 12-8. This is Emily Smith with the serve. Serve is over. Hackle on the second touch. Sent over, blocked at the net there by Bredman. Now sent back over, I believe, by Theo. Yep, it was. Ballgreen running into a teammate as Stanford sends it back over. Now sending it back over and down low. Lola Palmer with the kill. It's 12-9. And the Yellow Jackets are right where they need to be at here. And another ace serve from Sydney Anderson would certainly build some confidence. She already has 1 ace in this match. We'll see if she can deliver another one. No, it just goes over the back line. As I look over at the Perham fans, I think a few of them are in disagreement with that. 13-9 on the missed serve there by Sydney Anderson, and now it'll be up to Kenzie Scogan to try and serve it. And she'll come out, or come in, I should say, for Lauren Halverson. Newell for Bredman. That one's dug out there by Hackle, chased after there by Kennedy Pilgrim, into the net on the attack. And it's another point for Barnesville as they increase their lead to 14-9. Set by Hackle for Willow Theo, out of bounds. But man, had that stayed inbounds, that would have been a remarkable kill. But unfortunately, it goes out of bounds, and unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, fortunately for the Trojans, it's 15-9. Out of bounds, and the Trojans will give the point right back to the Yellow Jackets. It's 15-10. It's going back to serve here will be Mallory Greif. Greif with her team down 5. Jump serve, a rainbow lofter over the net. Newell will set it up there for Bredman on the far side. That's dug out by Theo. Pushed over there by Hackle and pushed over by Newell. Theo will dig it out. Hackle will set it up. Sent over there by Palver. Dug out by Ballgreen. Bredman will set it up. Stanford sends it over. Greif. Hackle will set it up near side. Willow Theo pushes it over. Diving dig out by Scogan, but it goes out of bounds, and it's a point for the Yellow Jackets, 15-11. Another lofter serve over, touched by Newell, and then sent back over, punched over by Willow Theo, who will get the kill, and it's 15-12 as Willow Theo gets her fourth kill, and they're within 3. as Greif will continue on the serve. 15-12 here on the Rapsos Pool Hall scoreboard. And that one dropped for an ace. Barnesville just let it fall to the floor. And a timeout, Barnesville, as Mallory Greif will serve up the ace. Every timeout in this match has happened right after an ace serve. Not saying I'll continue that way. Let's take a look in at Holly and DGF, and they got another good one there. Looks like Holly with a 1-point lead in the second set. They took that first set 25-16. And we'll turn down that mic because that song will get this thing blocked here. And looks like Holly just scored again, and they now take a 2-point advantage over the DGF Rebels. 13-11 in that second set. Once again, Holly took the first set 25-16. Back here to Barnesville High School as the Barnesville Trojans at one point had a 15-9 lead. It was 14-9. Barnesville would score to make it 15-9. Then the Yellowjackets would score points 10, 11, and 12 and get an ace serve from Mallory Greif that just kind of rainbow locked it over the net, and just Barnesville just let it fall to the floor. And I say that for lack of better terms because it was kind of at a bad angle, and I think there may have been a little bit of miscommunication there as well. So, with that said, we return to action now with the Yellowjackets within 2. Serve is over. Newell for Bredman. Bredman, that one's tipped, and it will go down in the books as a kill for Emily Bredman. Going back to serve is Anna Stanford. Stanford's serve is over. Greif makes first contact. Hackle backs at it far side, sent over there by Pulver. And now Newell sends it back into a nice diving dig out there by Hackle. And it's a double touch on Perham and a point for the Trojans, 17-13. Greif, now Hackle bumps at it here near side, and Will Thiel sends it out of bounds. Another point for the Barnesville Trojans. And right after that ace serve that caused the timeout, Barnesville, it has been Barnesville on a 3-0 rally. Stanford sends it over. Greif makes first contact. Hackle sends it over on a back set as Emily Bredman does nearly the same thing. Now Willow Thiel. That one tipped, and it's a kill for Willow Thiel. She's picked up her 5th kill now, and it's 18-14. As that's their first point after the Barnesville timeout, and the serve will go into the hands of Maya Richter, the junior defensive specialist for the Perham Yellowjackets. 18-14, the Trojans are the 4-point lead. Newell will set it up, back set near side, Bredman couldn't get it through the blockers. It landed on the line, and it's a point for the Yellowjackets on the block by Willow Thiel and Olivia Pilgrim. So Pilgrim with an ace and a block, and it's 18-15. They'll set it up for Ballgreen on the far side. Ballgreen will get the kill. Lexi Ballgreen now has 10 kills in this match. She leads. Next closest is 5 with Emily Bredman, 3 for Lauren Halverson, and 2 for Anna Stanford, and 1 for Emily Smith, including a few blocks and aces I'll go through a little bit later. Stanford punches it back over. Hackle makes first contact. Now they'll set it up to the back pin. Nice dig out there by Sydney Strand. And a free ball here for the Yellowjackets, courtesy of Stanford. They'll set it up middle of the net. No, they won't. It's a double touch and a point for the Trojans. They retake a 5-point lead. Strand serve is over. First contact is made. The back set for Willow Thiel pushes it over with 2 hands. And now Newell will set it up. Emily Smith. That one is dug out but sent out of bounds. Emily Smith will get the kill, and it's 21-15. And another timeout on the floor. We'll take a peek at Holly and DGF now that we have a moment to do so. And Looks like the Rebels have taken the lead. They're up 1 with Holly serving right now. That game being played up at Holly High School. We'll keep you updated on that one here as that one continues to go. And it looks like that one landed on the line, so it looks like DGF has now taken a 2-point lead. They lead 17-15 over the Holly Nuggets, but trail in the match 1-0. 21-15 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans here. We want to thank our sponsors, including the Ratzo's Pool Hall, CNS Cleaning and Restoration, United Community Bank in Perham, City of Barnesville, encouraging you to get Barnesville Internet, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, KLN Family Brands, Barnesville Cenex, the Mainline Grill and Downer, EOT Insurance, Deansbog Service, Ball Green Construction, Stein Seed, and the Barnesville Booster Club for making tournament action possible here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 21-15 on the Ratzel's Pool Hall tournament scoreboard. Strand with the serve, and the first touch is made, and now they'll set it up here near side for Hackle. Hackle sends it over, Ball Green makes contact, they'll set it back up for Ball Green. She gets blocked at the net, and it is 4 touches. Interesting. And that point will go to the Yellowjackets. Going back on the serve is Willow Thiel. Thiel serves, Scogan now sent over by Newell. Newell puts it down. She's done that so many times this season, and she's really, really good at it. Katie Newell, 2 kills and an ace. That one goes to Jaden Hackle, the sophomore. 22-17. Yellowjackets keeping it close here, but they're right on the threshold of being in trouble. See if they can rack off a couple more points here before Barnesville scores. Newell's back set it near side, sent over there by Smith. Now 2 touches, and her shoulder touched the net, and it's a net violation. It's 23-17. Lexi Ballgreen will serve as a result. Ballgreen serve is over. Greif makes first contact, setting it there is Wacker. And that is a kill for Hackle. 23-18. Going back on the serve is Jaden Hackle. Hackle's serve is over. Dug out by Strand. Newell will set it up. This is Emily Smith. Dug out by Greif. Sent back over there by Kennedy Pilgrim. Newell will set it up again. This time Anna Stanford. Nice dig out there by Greif. Set by Hackle. Pushed over by Anderson. Newell will set it up. Halverson will pass it. Stanford into the net. Point Yellowjackets. 23-19. Jump serve from Hackle. It's down for an ace. Jump serve from Hackle. Stanford, Newell, Smith couldn't get it over, and the Jackets are right there at 23-21, and Barnesville will call a timeout, and I don't blame them. Momentum is with Perham at the moment. We'll see if this timeout takes care of it. Looks like DGF is possibly on their way to tying that match up as they lead 22-8. Make that 22-19 right now over Holly. That's a close one there. We'll see if DGF can knot it up at a set apiece. But we'll come back here in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right. Holly has closed the DGF lead to 22-20. They're in a timeout right now. 23-21 here. Trojans have the 2-point advantage, and Stanford will be dug out there by Theo. Blocked at the net. Greif on the second touch, sent over by Anderson. Ballgreen keeps it alive. Newell set it up for Stanford. Stanford to the back line. Hackle set it up for Anderson. Anderson dug out there by Ballgreen. Newell sets it over, and they cannot get it over the net. And it's set point here for the for the Trojans, excuse me. 24-21. Emily Smith to serve. Serve is over, and it's down for an ace. Emily Smith with her second ace of the match gives the Trojans a 25-21 lead after 2 sets of play. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back. We'll give you an update on that second set in Hawley between the Nuggets and the Rebels, and much more when we return after this. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, C&S Cleaning and Restoration in Barnesville is the family-owned and operated business that you can trust to get you back to normal. Whether it's water damage from a flood, taking care of mold, establishing a carpet cleaning maintenance program, or cleaning your air ducts, the C&S motto is do it once and do it right. Call 218-329-8395 or visit cnsrestoration.com to learn about the services that C&S Cleaning and Restoration can provide for you.
All right, let's send you to Hawley as DGF has set point right now. And it looks like Hawley just scored to make it 24-23. So we'll keep it here until the two teams take the floor. We're about 20 seconds away from the start of set 3 here in Barnesville. And once again, Hawley's just scored to make it 24-23. It's set point for DGF, and they get the win. So they will tie up that one at 23-25 in favor of DGF, as that one is now tied up at a set apiece. So we'll keep you up to date on that one here, but we'll return to set 3 now as the Trojans look to close this one out here in the third set. And we'll see if Perham can carry that second set momentum into the third set here and force the set 4. Did a lot better job of not missing on the attacks, a better job serving in that second set for Perham, but they fell just a little bit short. 25-12 in the first set, reflipped that 25-21 in the second set, and Perham will get the serve to start set 3. That serve is over. Newell set it up, and Halverson blocked at the net, kept alive, sent over by Ballgreen. Now the second touch there by Kennedy Pilgrim. It's a double touch, and the Barnesville Trojans strike first for the first time in this match, as the Perham Yellowjacekts took the 1-0 lead in set 1 and the 1-0 lead in set 2, and now Barnesville takes the 1-0 lead here in set 3, and going back on the serve will be Emily Smith. Emily Smith with 2 aces in this match so far. Greif will make first contact there. Will be set by Hackle near side. Sent over and out of bounds. Point Barnesville, and they're up 2-0. And Smith will go back again to serve. Greif, now Hackle will set it up for Willow Thiel just in front of the 10-foot line, and Willow Thiel will get the kill, and the Yellowjackets are on the board. It's 2-1. Willow Thiel's now recorded her 6 kills. She's got a block to go with that and an assisted block to go with that as well. 2-1 in favor of Barnesville. It's Greif on the serve. That serve is up and over, and Newell on the second touch will set it up, just barely missed the net. And now Greif on the second touch, sent over there by Anderson. Newell will front set it here for Anna Stanford. Through the blockers and down. It's a kill for Anna Stanford as it was tipped out of bounds. And the Barnesville Trojans take a 3-1 lead here on the Ratsos Pool Hall tournament scoreboard. Going back to serve is Kenzie Scogan as Lauren Halverson will get a breather on the bench. And the Barnesville Trojans have that 3-1 lead and the 2-0 lead in the match. Scogan's standing serve is over. Anderson, now Hackle set it up middle. Willow Thiel with another kill. 3-2. Jump serve hits the tape as it comes over, and pounding it down on the return for the Perham Yellowjackets and getting the point is Lola Palver. We're tied at 3 on the block/kill by Palver, and going back to serve is Richter. Richter serves it over. Nice dig out there by Bredman on the one-touch return. Ballgreen sends a free ball over. Hackle will set it up backside here for Willow Thiel. Through the blockers off the hand of Anna Stanford, and the Perham Yellowjackets take a 4-3 lead here in the third set. Jump serve is over. Newell will set it up. Bredman powers it down. And we're tied at 4. Bredman with her 6 kills. She's got 2 blocks to go alongside that. And we're tied at 4 here in the second set on the Ratsos Pool Hall tournament scoreboard. And it'll be number 4, Anna Stanford with the serve. Greif, that's going to be set up there by Wacker, and Thiel's blocked at the net, and it's sent back over. Perham survives that one, and now out of bounds, and Perham will get the point, and they retake the lead at 5-4. It'll be Willow Thiel going back to serve. Jump serve hits the tape as it comes over, and Stanford is there and ready. And it's sent back over, and a wild ball is finally controlled. Free ball here for Perham. Here's the set, middle of the net attack. Hackle blocked at the net by Bredman. Bredman with a third block. And we're tied at 5. Bredman is responsible for tying it up at 4. She's also responsible for tying it up at 5. And the serve will go back to Sydney Strand. Strand's serve is over. Theo makes first contact. The set there by Wacker. And now will be sent over. Anderson blocked at the net. Newell will control it. They'll chase after it. And now Stanford sends it over with 2 hands. And Barnesville will get the point. As Perham wasn't able to return, the free ball sent over by Stanford. And Strand will continue on the serve, 6-5. Theo makes first contact, 1 touch, ball green, wrong side of the net, point for the Yellow Jackets. We're tied at 6. Serve will go back into the hands of Olivia Pilgrim, the junior. Pilgrim's standing serve from the middle of the service line is over. Newell for Smith, sent over there, and that's dug out. Now set up by Hackle near side here for Kennedy Pilgrim. Barnesville will keep it alive. Ball green sends it back over. 1 touch, back over and out of bounds, and a point for Barnesville. Back and forth we go as the leads continue to exchange hands. Barnesville at 3-1. Barnesville had the lead up until 3-3, and then it was 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 6-6, 7-6. Chasing after it is Anderson, and that will fall for a point for Barnesville. And they take a 2-point advantage here in the 3rd set. Katie Newell goes back to serve. Newell has 1 ace in this match to go along with 2 kills. 8-6. Newell's serve is over and just out of bounds. Just missed on that one. Newell with a 90.3% serve percentage on the season, not including this game here. That serve up and over. Newell will set it up. Chasing after it there was Ballgreen. Newell will keep it alive. Ballgreen sends it back over but out of bounds, and a point for the Yellow Jackets. Ties us up at 8 here on the Ratzel's Pool House Tournament scoreboard. Jaden Hackle with the serve. Stanford on the second touch, passes it to Newell, sends it over from the 10-foot line. Now Hackle backs at it near side. It's sent over and punched back over and kept alive by Hackle. Now Greif will get a hand on it. Theo sends it over. Smith sends it over. And they cannot keep it alive. And it'll go into the books as a point for Barnesville as they retake the lead. We've had 5 lead changes here in this third set so far. That one goes into the net. We're tied, or it's 10-8 now in favor of Barnesville. Lexi Ballgreen will serve it. Serve is over. Greif makes first contact. Hackle will set it up here for Sydney Anderson. Ballgreen makes first contact. Newell will set it up there for Halverson, who's blocked at the net. That one's kept alive by Newell. And now it's kept alive by Halverson. And a block at the net there by Perham's Laura Culver. Pulls the Yellow Jackets back to within 1. It's 10-9. Newell will set it up here for Stanford. Stanford cannot get the kill. Anderson will send it back on a free ball. Newell will set it up. Emily Smith will try again. Dug out by Hackle. And running into each other, and hopefully they're okay. And it looks like they are okay. Was Culver and Greif. Gives the point to Barnesville, 11-9. On the serve here is Emily Smith. Smith serve over. Greif makes first contact. Hackle tried to send it over 2, and that will be 4 touches. 12-9, and outside of Matter of fact, three points is the biggest lead that either team has had. The second largest lead was 2 back when the score was 3-1 in favor of Barnesville. But this is the first time Barnesville's had a 3-point lead in the third set. Willow Theo will give them a 4-point lead as that's an attack error into the net. And a timeout, Perham. Holly and DGF are in a media timeout right now, so we will take a timeout ourselves. We'll get you an update on that game momentarily.
If you need a construction project done right the first time, then contact Bull Green Construction. Licensed and registered, Bull Green Construction can assist with your plans for new construction or add-on. Simple or complex projects, Bull Green Construction is one of the featured contractors on the Barnesville City website and has the tools and expertise to get your job planned and completed. Bull Green Construction wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game. Go Trojans!
All right, welcome back to Barnesville. It's 13-9 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans here in the third set. And let's see if we can get that on camera here. I'm not sure what it says. Awesome. They had that sign at a football game a couple weeks ago, and I didn't catch it. Quickly, let's take a look in at Holly. It's tied up 9-9 in the third set between the Nuggets and Rebels. Looks like the Nuggets just scored, so it's 10-9. Back to action here as the serve is over. Hackle will set it up. Far side, Willow Theo with the kill. Got it. 13-10. So Willow Theo gets her 8th kill of the night according to my numbers. Emily Bredman sends it over. Hackle will set it up for Theo once again. Pushes it over with some finesse with 2 hands. Ball Green sends a pass back over. Greif will make contact. Hackle will back set it near side here for Olivia Pilgrim, who gets the kill. And Olivia Pilgrim pulls the Yellowjackets within 2. It's 13-11 here in the third set. Greif will continue on the serve here for the Yellowjackets. She has 1 ace in this match so far for her team. 13-11, serves it over. Stanford, now Newell will set it up for Bredman, who tips it over and down for the point. Emily Bredman makes it 14-11. Scogan with the serve. That serve just barely made it over the net, and it was a lightning bolt. Willow Theo out of bounds. Point Barnesville, 15-11. Kenzie Scogan will serve it up here. That's blocked at the net, out of bounds, point for Barnesville, 16-11. Perham fans, coming up on Sunday on Cable Access Channel 14, the Perham Yellowjackets and Pequot Lakes football game will replay on Sunday at 8 o'clock. And then on Monday at 8 o'clock, it'll be a replay of the Perham Yellowjackets and the Park Rapids Area Panthers football game. We have a timeout on the floor as Barnesville scores again to make it 17-11. So we take a look in at Holly and DGF. Holly with a 1-point lead right now over the Rebels. That one is tied at 1-1 as Holly took the first set 25-16. DGF took the second set 25-23 to tie it up. Right now they're battling another good one here in set number 3. Looks like the Rebels got a block at the net courtesy of Jenna Reno, and that ties it up at 13 each. So the Rebels will go on the serve. Once again, that footage brought to you courtesy of your live event. We appreciate them putting that game on. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game here at a site to be determined. It'll be at a neutral site. So if Barnesville wins, it won't be here. If Perham wins, it won't be in Perham. If Hawley wins, it won't be in Hawley. If DGF wins, it won't be in DGF. That's a lot to consume right there. Kenzie Scogan on the serve, a little less to consume. Serve down, Thornings. To 11. Greif makes first contact as Hackle backs at it near pin. Sent over and down by Pulver for the kill. 18-12. Once again, Sunday, Perham and Pequot Lakes football replay. 8 o'clock, cable access channel 14. And on Monday at 8 o'clock on cable access channel 14, it's a replay of the first round, or the quarterfinal round 8 AAA football game between the Perham Yellowjacekts and Park Rapids area Panthers. Here's Emily Bredman, got it. Emily Bredman on the assist by Newell, records her 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th kill and 3 blocks. She's responsible for 11 of the Trojan points in this matchup, and it's 19-12 here on the Ratsos Pool Hall tournament scoreboard. That'll be Kiana Amundsen on the serve. Amundsen serve over. Was set up there by Wacker and blocked at the net. Emily Bredman on the block. Assisted slightly by Katie Newell. (20-12). Here's the set for Willow Thiel, who pounds it down, and I think it landed in bounds, did it? I think it did, yup. 20-13. Willow Thiel, jump serve is over. Nice dig out there by Scogan. Newell set it up for Ballgreen. Ballgreen will get the kill. And the Barnesville Trojans are 4 points away from a semifinal matchup with either DGF or Hawley. Barnesville defeated both of those teams 3-1 earlier in the season. Here's the set. Far side, Sydney Anderson sends it over. Tip, Ballgreen keeps it alive. Now they'll set it up for Ballgreen. Ballgreen gets another kill, 22-13 on back-to-back kills by Lexi Ballgreen. Set it up there. I believe that was Hackle in the middle of the net sending it over. And now here's Ballgreen from the 10-foot line. Greif will dig it out. They'll set it up for Sydney Anderson on the far side. And it is out of bounds. A point Barnesville. 23-13. They're up by 10. And Barnesville on their way towards sweeping Perham here tonight. Serve is over. Here's the set. Anderson on the attack. Out of bounds, and it's match point for the Barnesville Trojans. 24-13, and the Trojan fans are on their feet. Serve is over. Greif sends it over. Strand. Newell set it up. Here's Ballgreen from the 10-foot line. It's down and they win it! And the Barnesville Trojans will move on to the semifinals on November 4th at 7 o'clock at a site to be determined. And they will play either Hawley or DGF.
And with that, the Barnesville Lady Trojans advance to the section semifinals. They will play the winner of either Hawley or DGF.
And the PA announcer, an outstanding season for the Perham Yellowjacekts.
Thursday, November 4th.
They finished the season overall with 12 wins and 17 losses.
Once again, the section semifinals, they'll play
and the Barnesville Army crew. Thank you so much for the We Love Magnitude mic sign that you brought to the game today. That was absolutely awesome. So once again, Barnesville has a game tomorrow against War Road. That game will be on Magnitude Sports. And taking and I don't have it on your screen, but I'm looking at it in the background here. Hawley leads DGF 19-18 in the third set. It's 1-1 in that match, so they're going to go to at least a fourth set for sure. And we'll see who pulls that one out, because the one who does, Hawley or DGF, will play Barnesville in the semifinals at a site to be determined. So we know that the semifinal game will not be here in Barnesville. It's possible it could be in Perham. It's possible it could be at the loser of Hawley DGF. That's a couple that are sticking in the back of my mind, but there could be other venues being considered as well. I don't have the inside information on that. I just know, based on my knowledge of how they normally work these tournaments, what the likelihood of the venues could be. And it could be at Perham, it could be at DGF or Hawley, depending on who wins the Hawley DGF match, would be a possibility as well. So wherever that Barnesville matchup is at, it'll be live on Magnitude Sports. I can tell you that for sure. Well, once again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, including all of our friends at Ratzel's Pool Hall, CNS Cleaning and Restoration, United Community Bank in Perham, Barnesville City of Barnesville and Barnesville Internet, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, KLN Family Brands, Barnesville Cenex, Mainline Grill and Downer, EOT Insurance, proudly cheering on the Yellow Jackets, Dean's Bulk Service, Ball Green Construction, Stein Seed, and Barnesville Booster Club. It's time to select our Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery player of the game. We'll have that for you in 30 seconds. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back. The Trojans sweep the Yellow Jackets tonight here on their home court. And they remain a one-loss team here at home and a one-loss team on the road. And their other losses came on a neutral site. So one loss at home, one loss on the road, and the other couple losses on a neutral site for the Barnesville Trojans. 25-12, 25-21, 25-13. You thought the Yellow Jackets may have had something going there in that second set. Tried to carry it over into the third set, but they couldn't quite close the gap. Back in set one, it'd be the Yellow Jackets striking first to take a 1-0 lead. Then we tied at 1. Yellow Jackets would retake the lead at 2-1. Barnesville would tie it up at 2. Yellow Jackets would retake the lead at 3-2. Barnesville would tie it up at 3. Score points 4, 5, and 6 before Perham scored to make it 6-4. Barnesville would score points 7 and 8 before Perham scored to make it 8-5. Then Barnesville would score points 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 before Perham scored to make it 14-6. And then it'd be 15, 16, 6. Perham would score to make it 16, 7, 16, 8, 16, 9, 16, 10, 16, 11 before Barnesville scored again to make it 17 to 11. Barnesville would go on to score points 18, 19, 20 before Perham scored to make it 20 to 12. And then Barnesville would finish it out at points 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 to take the 25-12 win in set one. Moving over to set two, Perham would strike first again, taking the 1-0 lead. Barnesville would tie it at 1-1, take the lead at 2-1, and continue to build that lead up to 4-1 when Perham would score to trim the lead in half at 4-2. Barnesville would score points 5, 6, 7, and 8 before Perham scored to make it 8-3 and 8-4. Barnesville would score to make it 9-4. Perham would score to make it 9-5. Barnesville would score to make it 10-5. Perham would score to make it 10-6, 10-7. Barnesville would score to make it 11-7. Perham would score to make it 11-8. Barnesville would score to make it 12-8. And then, 12-8. Perham would score to make it 12-9. Barnesville would score points 13, 14, and 15. Perham would score to make it 15-10, 15-11, 12-13, and then Barnesville would score to take a 16-13 lead. They would build that up to 18-13. Barnesville would score to make it 18-14 on back-to-back points to make it 18-15. Barnesville would score to make it 19-15. They would go on to score points 20 and 21 before Perham scored to make it 21-16. And then Barnesville scored to make it 22-16, 22-17 on a Perham point. Barnesville would respond with a point of their own to make it 23-17. Perham would respond to make it 23-18 and 19 and 20 on an ace serve. And then they would also get point 21, but then after 23-21, Barnesville would score points 24 and 25 to get the win 25-21 in set number 2. In set 3, it was Barnesville who struck first, and they would build that lead to 2-0. Perham would score to make it 2-1. Barnesville would score to make it 3-1. Perham would score to make it 2-2 and eventually tie it at 3 and take the lead at 4-3. Then Barnesville, on a kill by Bredman, would score to tie it up at 4. Perham would take the lead back at 5-4. Bredman would get another kill to retie it at 5. And then Barnesville would take the lead at 6-5. Perham would tie it at 6. Barnesville takes the 7-6 lead. They would score again to make it 8-6. Perham would score to make it 8-7, tie it at 8. Barnesville would take the 9-8 lead, continue to build that lead to 10-8. Perham would score to make it 10-9. Barnesville 11-9, 12-9, 13-9. Perham scores to make it 13-10 and 13-11. Then Barnesville scores points 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 on an ace serve by, I forgot to write it down, but I believe it was an ace serve from Emily Smith, if I'm not mistaken, to make it 18-11. Perham would score after the timeout after the ace to make it 18-12. Barnesville would score points 19-20 to make it 20-12. Perham scores to make it 20-13. Then Barnesville at 21-23, 22-23, 24, and would win it 25-13 in the third set. So they sweep tonight, 3-0. Hawley and DGF are currently in a media timeout, so we'll keep it right here, but we'll try and take one more peek. What we know so far, Hawley won the first set 25-16. DGF won the second set 25-23, so that match is tied at 1-1 to the best of our knowledge. I think that third set may have just gone final, as it seems like they're in an extended media timeout right now. So we'll try and get you an update on that game here. We won't get a final before we end our broadcast. That much we know for sure. You can find us online, Twitter, Facebook, or Meta, whatever you want to call it now, Instagram and YouTube, of course, and then check out the upcoming schedule here. 3 football games for you tomorrow, 1 on the North Dakota side, 2 on the Minnesota side. Barnesville and Warroad will kick off at 2 o'clock. Kindred and Langdon area, Edmore Munich. That should be a great matchup. Josh and Nick will have the play-by-play call on that one on a 2 o'clock kickoff from Jerlo Field in Kindred. And then we'll also have the DGF Rebels and the Thief River Falls Prowlers, an 8 AAA semifinal. Winner of that goes to the Fargo Dome, and Barnesville Warroad, the winner of that, also goes to the Fargo Dome for their respective championship games. All 3 games tomorrow kick off at 2 o'clock. They're all live here on Magnitude Sports. Back to North Dakota Volleyball on Monday. That is the final regular season matchup between the Region 1 opponents, Region 1 foes, Kindred Vikings and Enderlin Eagles. And then DGF, if they defeat Hawley, will have their game on November 4th. Barnesville is now no longer pending. They won, so they'll play the winner of Hawley or DGF. And like I said, if DGF defeats Hawley, I'm sorry. That's a football game there. DGF will play. They'll play the winner of Perham or Fergus Falls that play tomorrow in Fergus Falls. To the best of our knowledge, that game is not being streamed by anybody. We tried to get an email out there and make a request, but we were ignored. We got no response at all, so we will, to the best of our knowledge, not be doing that Perham or Fergus Falls game that's set for a 6 p.m. kickoff tomorrow, but we'll see if we can't maybe get a late response or something. So. And then once again, Barnesville, now that they've won, that November 4th game is no longer pending. It'll be a 7 o'clock serve at a site to be determined against either Hawley or DGF. And then Friday, November 5th, if Barnesville wins tomorrow in their football game against Warroad, they'll advance to the Fargo Dome on, it says 8 p.m. I think that's inaccurate. I think it's a little bit sooner than that, like 5 or 6, but I'll double check that and get it updated if it's needed. But if Barnesville wins tomorrow, then we'll have the Barnesville football game from the Fargo Dome against an opponent to be determined. And then you can dig deeper into that schedule. There's a lot of pending stuff right now. Kindred, you might have another Kindred football game if they win tomorrow against Langdon Area Edmore Munich. So we have 3 football games on tomorrow. I suspect all 3 of them are going to be fantastic matchups. We'll have to find out for sure and tune in tomorrow to find out. Once again, your final score, let me take a peek here. So it looks like Holly won the second set. I do not have a second set score on that, but they are up 2-1 in the match. And right now they lead 2-0 in set 4 over DGF, and DGF just scored to make the lead, trim the lead down to 2-1. So that's the latest that we have from Holly and DGF. Holly up 2-1 over the Rebels in set 4, and they lead the match 2-1 as well. The winner of that one will play Barnesville on November 4th at 7 p.m. live here on Magnitude Sports. Well, that will wrap it up. Once again, your final score, 3-0, 25-12, 25-21, and 25-13. Your Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery player of the game is going to be Lexi Ballgreen. I had her down for 14 kills in the match, and all 14 of those are very important in this win. For Activities Director Aaron Anderson at Perham High School, for Lance, for Bob, for Jason, who helped us out on all the Perham games this year, certainly appreciate all that they've done. The Jackets football season has at least one more game tomorrow, but unfortunately the Jackets volleyball season comes to a close at 12 wins and 17 losses. Barnesville will move on to the semifinals with a win-loss record of 23 wins and 5 losses. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again very soon, tomorrow, 2 o'clock kickoff here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.